He shouldn't be allowed to just get away with attacking you. You should go to the police.
What they do to us if it ended up in court. It's my word against his. There's no evidence and they tear us apart for what we are.
Decent human beings who just want to get on with our lives.
Gays. I get to see the headlines now. Lesbian vet accuses family man of sex attack. Zoe Tate, share of love nest with interior designer Emma Nightingale, alleges the attack happened while she was stripping off in a barn, etc. And that's just the Hot and Courier. What would the gutter press make of it?
It just makes me so angry.
Oh, I don't feel the same way, but let's just get back to normal as quickly as possible. I've got to get ready for surgery.
Zoe, no, you can't possibly work today.
Well, it'll help take my mind off it.
Look, please, if you won't take my advice about going to the police, at least do this for me. Stay here today. The vet in Houghton can handle any emergencies, and anything else will wait until tomorrow. Yeah.
Morning. Morning to you. Thank you.
Anything for me, love? Oh.
Supergrass money, eh, Betty?
I beg your pardon.
As Yorkshire Constabulary as big as snout, I would have thought a security firm would be delivering your payoff. Must just be a large cheque.
Oh, for God's sake, Terry. Show some enthusiasm. They offer us the Yorkshire Bell, the flagship of the brewery. We're in the big time, like you've always wanted.
Aye, 16-hour working day. Loads of staff to keep an eye on. Brewery breathing down our back, so we have to hit target every week, and temperamental chefs to deal with.
I can't believe I'm hearing this from you. You're not really sulking because I went to that awards with Jed, are you?
Jed? You called him Jed?
No, some brewery people called him that. I was just having a bit of a laugh with him about it.
Well, the more I hear about last night, the less I like it.
Hey, you should have been proud of me. I butted him up somewhat rotten. I said that Jed Taylor sounds like a powerful man, a man who could make things happen. And that's when he offered us the Yorkshire Bell. We can't afford to turn him down, you know. They'll never make us a better offer.
Nah, I suppose you're right. I just don't like to let Al down, leaving at short notice.
You leave Alan to me.
Yeah, he's been good to us, all things considered.
Yeah, but in this business, we have to move on to get on.
Everything all right?
Oh, sound as a pound, mate.
I'm not too sure about the state of the pound at the moment.
Well, sound as a Deutschmark, then. How's that?
Ah, eminently acceptable.
Eminently acceptable. Why don't you just say good or something dead simple?
Yeah, well, that's just him, isn't it? I mean, he's all right, he's big Al. I don't like to abandon him.
And I don't want us to let us down. You'll have no doubts once you've moved in. Just think, you and me in charge of the Yorkshire Bell.
It's the vetting, Miss Tate.
I'm sorry she's not working today. If it's an emergency, you'll have to contact the vet in Houghton. If not, she'll be back tomorrow.
No, we're happy to wait for Miss Tate. She did a fine job up at our place, only she left her things. That's all we're here for.
Oh, thanks very much. I can't think how she left this, though.
She's only human, same as the rest of us, capable of making mistakes.
Suppose so.
We just wanted to let her know what a grand job she did for us and how grateful we are. Be sure to tell her it was me who said so.
Oh, tell her.
She's a great vet. We'll be telling people. Pass on best regards from both of us.
I will do, don't worry.
Bring that baby in before you go, Rach. I want to see how he's getting on.
I will. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Ah, a licensee's nightmare.
Just a temporary lull, Alan.
It's lull before the storm. Certainly gives us a chance to reassess our stocks.
And our lives.
Very profound statement. You don't mind me saying so?
I'd just like to say that me and Terry have loved working with you and getting the place back on its feet and that. But we feel that you could manage without us now. It's time to be moving on.
It's terrible. When were you thinking of going?
Next week.
Next week? You serve these people and I want a word with you out the back.
Orange juice. Management couple, we move around all the time. That's our business.
Hello? Any danger of getting a drink here?
I'll sort him.
I honestly thought that we had developed some sort of rapport. More importantly, a sense of loyalty.
Alan, you're taking this personally and you shouldn't be.
Well, how else can I take it? Under the terms of your contract, you're supposed to give me a month's notice, you know.
We're contracted to the brewery, and it's the brewery who want us to take over the Yorkshire Bell.
Everything was working out, and then you have to do this to me.
No, we have to do it for us. Jed Taylor would never make us this offer again if we turned him down.
Jed? Are you referring to Gerald Taylor?
Yeah. Why are you so surprised? It was him that forced us onto you in the first place.
Hardly forced. To start with, I wasn't too keen to take you on, but then things began working out very well. This is really a setback for me, Britt.
Oh, you'll get through it, Alan. You have to admit it's a brilliant career move for us. Oh, you wouldn't want to hold us back, would you?
No, of course not. But I just wish the brewery had had the decency to give me a month's notice of you leaving.
Oh, you'll cope. And who knows who you'll find to take over from us. Maybe it won't be a married couple. It could well be an attractive female free agent.
Don't patronise me, Britt.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alan. Right, I'll go and see how Terry's coping.
There you go, Frank. Thanks, Terry.
Hello, Frank. What happened to your Zoe last night?
How do you mean?
Well, she was supposed to be at the awards ceremony and she never turned up.
What awards ceremony?
Oh, don't they tell you anything? Emma won a design award. She was waiting for your Zoe all night. Somebody said she wasn't at the surgery this morning, so I don't know what's happened.
I'll have a word with Chris, see what he knows about it.
Right.
Hey. How was it when you left him there?
Well, he's coming to terms with it. Not much choice, really, has he?
Oh, you're an hard woman, you are.
There is a difference between being hard and being practical. It's a good job one of us is. Now he knows now, and that's that. We have to start planning our move. We've finally made it. Big tell.
Oh, hi, Linda. I believe Zoe wasn't in work today.
No, she wasn't feeling too good, but she'll be back tomorrow.
Not like her to be off sick.
She's entitled to, Dad.
Did she say what was wrong?
I didn't really push it.
But will you let the poor girl go for a drink? Sorry, Linda.
It's all right.
I'll pop in on my way home, see how she is.
She'll be all right, don't worry.
I can't see this being right, Mr. Pollard, you keeping me working this late.
For goodness sake, Sam, you're repaying your debt to society. Now stop whinging and take it like a man, will you?
I'm supposed to be painting Village Hall to pay off my debt. Not just hauling furniture about for you.
You are an ungrateful little... Do you want to end up back in prison?
At least I'll be watching telly at this time of night. Anyway, you're supposed to be teaching me things, not just carting all this stuff about.
What would you really like to do, then?
What? Do you mean a job like?
Yes, Sam. A job.
Well, I see myself as a bit of a mercenary.
A mercenary? As in a soldier of fortune?
You can make a fortune, aye.
Well, that's it then, is it? You're going to travel the world fighting other people's battles, huh?
Yeah. The only thing I'm not too sure about is foreign food. Mum says I'm a bit of a fatty eater.
Yes, well, that could be a bit of a drawback for a mercenary, and as there aren't many wars in Yorkshire these days, I suppose you'd better have a contingency plan, eh? An alternative. Some other job?
Private detective?
I don't think so, somehow.
Hey, I could be your minder.
And what exactly would that entail? What would you do?
Well, I'd follow you about everywhere and protect you.
From what?
Everything.
Think again, Sam.
I heard you went so well today.
I'm all right.
Zoe, what's the matter?
It's nothing, Dad. Don't fuss it. It's just a spot of woman's trouble.
Can I get you a drink, Frank? Tea, coffee, something?
Not for me, Emma. Zoe, look at me. You may be a grown woman, but you're still my little girl. And I can always tell when something's wrong.
Oh, Dad.
Tell me what's happened.
It's best forgotten.
Tell me. I'm not going to leave here until you do. And you know I won't.
Look, there was an incident last night when Zoe visited a farmer. She wasn't raped or badly hurt or anything, and, well, we just think it's best forgotten.
Like hell it is. Who did it?
Please, Dad, don't ask. It wasn't that bad, and just want to forget it.
Tell me.
No! Look, you're just upsetting her.
Then you tell me.
No! Look, it's not what she wants. Just leave it, Frank, please.
Dad, I just want to forget it!
Stuntman. I'm feared of nothing, you knows. Apart from heights. I'm not so fond of ladders or aught like that.
Ah, yes, well, that could be a bit of a drawback for a stuntman as well, I would have thought, but I admire your way of thinking. I can see you're a bit of an entrepreneur.
Eh?
Oh, don't worry, Sam, that's good. Following on from your minder idea, I think that you'd make an excellent security consultant.
Do you?
I do. In fact, I'm going to put you in charge of this little lot.
Right, Mr. Pollard. And will you put that on my community service report?
Oh, yes, Sam. In fact, if you do a good job, I'll give you a glowing report.
Fair enough. And I'll throw in being your minder as well. How's that?
Fine. So, this little lot and this hall is now your responsibility.
And you, Mr. Pollard.
And me. So, let's throw the dust sheets over this little lot, and you can see me safely to the Woolpack, OK?
Roger, Chief.
Let's keep this informal, shall we? Hmm?
Right.
There's nothing you can do about it. McAllister didn't want anybody from here at funeral, then that's it.
Yeah, but it was one of my best mates. I should have just ignored what they said and gone.
No, you shouldn't. It was their time to grieve. You'd have just brought back too many painful memories of your time spent here.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's just Woolpack doesn't seem the same without him.
Yeah, true.
Enough. How's things going between you and the lady of the manor, then?
About same. God, what a mess.
I don't know. Plenty of people who'd swap places in bed to be with her, you know?
I don't think they'd be so keen if Frank found out, though. Listen, don't say a word to anybody.
Don't worry. I've already lost one mate. I'm not going to lose another.
Would you like another drink, Alan?
If I require anything, I'm sure I'm quite capable of supplying it.
Here, lads. Let's go for darts.
Dave?
Oh, you get out the back. I'll stall him for time.
Is your Linda still here?
Yeah, why?
It's personal. Oh, don't worry. It's nothing much to do with her.
She's over there.
Thanks.
You don't have to sort things out between you and Kim, you know.
Yeah, I know. In the meantime, let's just enjoy a peaceful game of darts, eh?
You know who did it, don't you, Linda?
Do you mind? We're trying to have a private conversation.
I'm sorry. This won't take long. Linda, tell me who it was.
I promise not to.
I appreciate the dilemma you're in, but they're wrong to let what happened last night go unpunished. I'll find out eventually, so you might as well tell me now.
Don't go mad at me.
Don't worry about that. I'll sort all that out.
Mr. Adlington Farm. Heading towards Houghton on the Haywood Road.
I'll find it. Thanks. You'll be all right. And I'm sorry.
Sam. Betty, you wired for sound at the moment, or have the police given you the night off?
Just completely ignore him, Seth. It's the only way to treat him.
Why do we have to leave?
I've got to tell Zoe I've told him. Just come on.
If she's giving you grief, Eric, just say the word.
That's Betty Eggleton you're talking about, son. You stay in the shallow end.
Is he still here?
I think so, Betty.
Oh, ignoring me, are you? What a shame. I was just about to invite you to have a pint.
You look like you need cheering up a bit.
You've heard about Terry and Britt leaving, I suppose?
Yeah. And to be honest, Mr. Turner, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, don't worry, Jan. Your job's quite safe as long as you want it to be.
Well, it were a bit more than that, really.
Oh, go on.
I was wondering if you'd consider Ned and me taking over from them.
Oh, well, that is a surprise.
What do you think?
Well, I hardly know what to think. I mean, are you sure Ned would want to do it?
Oh, yeah, he's dead keen to get in out the wind and the rain after all these years. And he's worked in bars in the past. Well, will you give it some thought, Mr. Turner?
Yes, Jan, of course I will.
You don't have to stand so close to me all the time, Sam.
I'm only showing you what a good job I can do.
Yes, well, you are doing it.
Yeah. Hey, Tal, I've got a few more bookings for the French trip.
Oh, good. They don't look like I'll be going.
Why not?
And we're leaving here next week. Taking over a new place in York, Yorkshire Bell.
Bit sudden, isn't it?
Aye, well, that's pub game for you. Hey, you'll need to take a ride over. Visitors like.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you'll be sorely missed, old boy.
Cheers. Yeah, we're just getting into this village life. Didn't think I would, but there you go.
You should have just said that you didn't know who did it.
He knew I knew. I could just tell he did.
How could he? Don't talk stupid, Linda.
Don't go on at her, Emma. You know how forceful Dad can be. Just hope he hasn't done anything foolish.
Ken Adlington.
That's right, who are you?
Frank Tate. I believe you know my daughter.
Who's that, then?
Zoe Tate, she's a vet.
Oh, aye, I know her. She were here yesterday, as a matter of fact.
That's why I'm here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a liar, Adlington.
Stop it! What do you think you're doing? Stop it! What are you doing to him?
I'm Frank Tate. And last night, your husband attacked my daughter, Zoe, the vet.
I know who she is. And how could my husband have attacked her? I was with him the whole time she was here. Whatever she said, she was lying.
It's only a short walk, I'll be fine.
24 hours ago, I'd have agreed with you.
I promise I'll be careful.
All right. See you.
It was the lying that got me. Not even a flicker of guilt.
After what he did, lying's the easy part. Now it's the wife backing him up that sickens me.
I suppose loyalty to her husband comes before any womanly solidarity. I don't know.
Oh, so it's stand by your man, is it? And good for her for being so loyal?
No, of course it's not. I'm just trying to understand her.
Yes, but you wouldn't expect Kim to back you up, would you, surely?
Last, Kim. I should have rung her.
Can I get you anything?
Like what? A shotgun?
I meant a drink.
Engaged.
But he never stays out this late, not without telling me first, or phoning.
You don't think he knows about us, do you?
Of course not. He's worried he might have had an accident.
Is that Linda? Where you been while now?
Zoe's, she's not well.
If you've been out with that Danny till all that
I
was...
told you where I've been.
Well, you could have rung, love. Your mum were getting worried. Go on.
Oh, Linda's just come in. She's been at Zoe's, reckon she's ill. Maybe Frank's there.
OK, I'll give her a try. Shall I see you tomorrow?
Aye. I'm at work.
You know what I mean.
Look, I better go. My dad's calling me.
OK. Good night.
I'll see you.
We can't let them get away with this.
Them?
Yes, them. If she's lying to protect him, you must go to the police.
They'd want to know why I didn't go straight away.
Well, they'll understand, surely.
And what are you going to say to them?
Well, what do you think? We'll tell them the truth.
Look, I'm sorry. I think you're wasting your time.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. How can you?
I'm not having my daughter going through any more than she has to.
Oh, but it's all right if another woman gets attacked because he gets away with what he did to your daughter.
No, of course it damn well isn't. I'd like to see him dead. But you have to face facts.
The facts are that he did attack her, he did assault her, he did threaten her, and if she hadn't got away...
Dad, you would have raped me.
I know, but you have no real evidence. Look, let's face it. It's your word against his, and his wife's.
You believe them, don't you?
Of course I flaming don't. But I'm your father. I'm not a policeman, I'm not a court. I'm not some clever barrister telling a load of bigots on a jury what a vindictive man-hater you are.
Oh, for God's sake.
I just don't want to see you hurt anymore, love. That's all.
Ah, tea, no sugar.
This is community service, not slave labour.
We're doing a community service by keeping you off the streets.
While you're at it, mine's a coffee.
You two like a gamble, don't you?
You want to bet we wouldn't tell your community service officer you've been slacking?
No, it's a game my dad and Butch taught me last night.
Oh, yeah? Doesn't involve Wellingtons and little woolly animals, does it?
No, it's called the bear hunter, but I've only got these. Now, you shake up one of the cans, mix them up, and then hold them all to the side of your heads, like guns. Then you snap off the lid, and the one who gets soaked loses.
Fiver in the kitty, then?
Aye, right, fiver. Right, I'll mix up the cans so we don't know which is which. Choose one, then.
Hang on. Better check your community service officer's not coming. Otherwise, we could be in stuck.
Yeah.
Aye, right. No, we're all right. Choose a can, then.
It's your game. You go first.
Kept losing last night, I know.
1 tea, 1 coffee. Now.
Oh, dear.
How are you fixed to give me a hand with the house clearance? Going to be Terry on his way to York.
Yeah, I would, but it's the post office, Eric.
I could do it.
You? You ride a bike, don't you?
Aye. So?
So you can't transport a 3-piece suite on a bike.
Is that fun? I know what Butcher's doing now.
Well, there's a surprise.
No, it'd help for a few quid.
Hiya. Gerald's coming over later to sort out our replacements.
Last time I took his advice, I got you to.
Oh, Alan, please, I'm sorry we didn't let you know we were going, but we didn't know ourselves.
If I'd known I was just going to be a staging post on the way to the big time, I wouldn't have taken you on.
No, it wasn't like that. But after that business with my dad, I just feel like it's time to be moving on.
But you've put down roots here. You've made a lot of friends.
Well, the cottage is a daft idea. We can't even afford it, really.
Well, if it's only money.
No, it's a fresh start. It's what Terry's always wanted. The Woolpack isn't really us. And in the right place, maybe we can make a go of our marriage. A real go.
Well, from what little I know of big city pubs, it's much harder work than the Woolpack. I hardly think it's going to give you time together.
Exactly. The best way to keep me and Terry together is to keep us apart. Why don't you come to our opening night and stay over? You'll be our guest of honour.
I don't know. I might be busy here, breaking in the new Terry and Britt.
The new Terry and Britt? Come on. We're one-offs. You'll never find another couple like us.
There's that to look forward to, I suppose.
Come on.
You never had much luck chasing birds, you, even when you was a lad.
Ah, that's how I ended up with you.
You ended up with me because I was daft enough to believe you knew what you were doing. Half a minute of what you called a good time, and I was left with a pram as a wedding present.
Mum would have a better chance of catching this lot if you give his hand.
You think poor beggars are frightened enough?
If you're skiving off that community service, I'll put you back inside. I'm not skiving. I've got me and you a job.
Well, have you got all that wet on you?
I bet he lost again. No, I just spilt my drink, that's all.
How much did Pollard take you for?
No, I told you. He wants us to clear an house. Rob it, you mean, so he can shop us to that policewoman he's knocking off. I'm not that daft. This is illegal.
So how much are you paying you for this job?
No. It's a trial to see if we're any good. How good do you have to be for now?
At least it's a proper job.
Ma'am, you get paid for a proper job. I've got to take these chickens to Skipdale any road. Oh, that's all right. That's where the house is. We can do it on way.
I say, Zach, doesn't it make you proud, our lads working together? Hey, if they do a good job, that Pollard might make them partners.
Your mate, Eric, you did play bear hunter with him, didn't you?
And did a funny bird fly over while he was setting it up?
No, we were inside.
Did he make you go and look for something after you shaking can up? Like last night?
When I went looking for that squirrel in the kitchen, you mean? I never did find that.
Like that, aye.
No, of course not. That were Vic Winsey. Had me check for me community service officer. Hey, love.
What's going on?
What's this?
That's what I'm asking you. What are you doing applying for a job on Sir Thomas Weir's estate?
This is flaming well addressed to me.
You've no right to be opening my mail.
Oh, no right to know you're planning to jack everything in here.
It's only as daft as your idea about running Woolpack.
Well, at least I told you about it.
I'd have told you about this if I'd have come of it. We pays more. There'll be a house enough room for all our lot.
Hi, Dan. If I'd known you were here, I would have bought another cup. Oh, that's all right. I've got to be at Woolpack.
You better take this for you.
See you later.
Yeah, see you, love.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, fine.
Sorry we're a bit late. Had some bother with some chickens.
Won't ask. I hope this rust bucket's clean
I wouldn't.
inside.
Not unless you're better at rounding up ends than we are.
You're not hoping to transport valuable antiques inside a van full of chicken mess, are you?
We'll hose it down first. It stinks otherwise.
Well...
Now, Eric, money.
Yes, well, I've explained to your brother.
And I'm explaining to you. You get us for naught, this time. I want 20 quid for her in the van, though.
I can get a proper van for that price. I'll give you 5.
You mean the 5 you con stupid here out of? Make it 15.
10, and you pay for breakages.
Go on, then. I want proper money next time, though.
Yeah.
Of course, dear boy. Now, here's the key. 14 Skipdale Lane. Should I write it down for you?
Eric, I can make out that he's stupid. Me dad can make out that he's stupid, and me mum and our Tina. But you treat him like he's Albert Epstein. All right?
Absolutely, old boy.
I'm not stupid, all right?
Get in the van.
The sound system's mega, and the satellite screen's the biggest in the city. You'll have the punters flocking in.
Oh, we can't wait, can we, Terry?
Ah, there's someone who you said you wouldn't trust running a cafe and a lay-by a couple of months ago. I could be further over the moon.
I wouldn't put you in a flagship establishment unless I had every confidence.
Good afternoon, Gerald. Do come through.
I've never been to France before. Do I have to speak their lingo?
Oh, yeah. Beer.
Hey?
It's French for beer. You reckon you can handle that?
I can handle word. I don't know if I can handle taste.
Take it from me. A couple of bottles and you'll be on the frog's legs in garlic quicker than you can say escargot.
I think I'll have my money back.
I'm kidding. They do a nice line in chips. French fries, they're called. And anyway, France is the country of l'amour.
I thought you were American. I used to like her in pictures with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby.
Love, Seth. You and Betty.
Great. You mean instead of Biffy you're playing Ghost, but I'm going to have a coleslaw, do you?
We promised not to look, and I think I'll speak for everyone there.
As much as I'll miss Britt, I'll be glad to see the back of Terry. He's a bad influence on my Vic, and the last thing Vic
What?
needs is You all right, love?
The party turned into a celebration as Colonel and Mrs. Foster Cuthbert announced the engagement of their daughter Libby's, owner of the Nouveau Art Galleries in Skipdale in London, to the Honourable Daniel Weir, son of Sir Thomas and Vanessa Lady Weir.
Isn't that the lad you're friendly with?
I wouldn't take Britt and Terry if I couldn't have someone to cover by next week.
Well, I just hope you're not trying to fob me off with somebody you can't place elsewhere.
Rick, can you just take over for a minute?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Turner. I'm Jan Glover, Mr. Taylor.
Oh? Yes? Hello?
Oh, well, I don't know whether Mr. Turner's mentioned. Me and my husband, Ned, he's a farm manager. Well, him and me, we'd like to apply for the job.
I'm sorry.
It's out of the question, my dear.
Why?
Well, the image the brewer is after is someone like Britt, and I'm afraid you're not.
But I know that... Linda, look, what's ever the matter?
It's Danny. He's got engaged, look.
It's her daughter.
Yes. Family distractions are the last thing we need.
Come on, love, let's get you home. You can manage without me for an hour.
She's just disappeared. You don't think Adlington's around, do you?
Zoe, he's not going to abduct Linda in broad daylight. Look, I'll phone the Glovers and see if she's gone home. And then I'm going to ring the police.
About Linda?
About you. It's what I should have done straight away.
I thought we agreed. There is no point, especially now.
There's more point than ever. His wife thinks that by lying to your dad, this whole thing's going to go away. Well, she's got to know. He's got to know that it's not.
And what if the police think... You know, what Dad said?
We've got to do this. For your peace of mind, if nothing else. Whatever else Adlington did to you, he screwed you up. One of the things I love about you is your trusting nature. If he's taken that...
I'm gonna get caught, you know.
Doesn't that make it more exciting?
I think I'm getting all the excitement I can handle.
I don't think I've ever felt so alive, David. Don't tell me it's not the same for you.
You know it is. It's just all this, it's not fair on Kathy.
Kathy's a lot tougher than anyone gives her credit for. Are you saying I'm not as good?
You know you are. Now...
Hi.
Oh, thought you were having lunch in town.
Nah, I fell through. Have you eat?
No.
Oh, how do you fancy a trip into Skipdale? See an early film and then a meal afterwards. And if you're hungry now, I'll buy you some popcorn to see you through.
Sounds smashing. I'll go get changed.
Never let a relationship get into a rut, though. The best way to keep it alive is variety. It's the spice of life. Remember that. See you, mate.
It might be drink. I mean, they all look slosh to me.
Well, you know it's true, Mum, we both do.
Well, if it is, you're best off without him. A lad who can do this to you is not worth half a box of tissues.
It might be his parents. He's always on about the pressure they put on him. Maybe it's them trying to get him off with somebody right.
Well, if that's the case, then you'll hear from him soon enough.
Look, I should have heard from him already.
Well, I know someone you will be hearing from if you don't get back to work soon. The job centre.
I can't go back there, Ma'am. Not today.
It's a job you like. Don't give everything up for a spoilt lad.
It won't fit. Give it here. All these.
What are these for?
Me mum. Why, you got a problem with that?
Not got a lass then? No, you never have.
Do you like hospital food? Fancy losing yourself another fiver?
On a string inside letterbox.
Under flower pot.
Done. Was there really a squirrel in the kitchen last night?
You looked for it, didn't you? Just a bit fast for you, that's all. Bloody hell.
Hey. Do you remember them buying us this at the King's Head as a going-away present? I don't know if I could still get into it. Do you want me to try?
Maybe in York, eh?
We're going to have a great time there. It's the place you've always talked about. Action, all-day opening, Japanese tourists with walking wallets.
We've had a great time here, if only you'd stopped to notice.
When? When Alan wanted to sack you for making homemade whiskey, eh? Or when he made you work as potman because he couldn't trust you near the till?
No, looking back, that's all behind us now. We're settling down. We got mates here. I mean, what kind of mates are we going to make in York? Working all hours, falling into bed, working all hours.
Tell me more about falling into bed. We don't need mates, Terry. We never have. Me and you were the best team you've ever played for. We're Super League standard.
I want to see Danny Weir, please.
It's all right, Katie.
I want to see Danny.
I'm sorry, my dear, he's not here. Can I give him a message?
I want to know what's going on.
In connection with?
Well, it says here he's got engaged.
That's right, to a lovely girl. Libby's Foster Cuthbert, daughter of very old friends of ours.
So where does that leave me?
Well, where do you want it to leave you?
You don't understand. We went away together.
And?
And doesn't that mean anything? Even to you?
Well, I'm sure you had a nice time. I take it Danny paid.
It wasn't about money.
My dear, and it still isn't. It's about things money can't buy. Things that Oh, just are. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Are you saying I'm not flaming good enough?
I think you're saying that loud and frightfully clear.
You snobby cow.
You really didn't think it would come to anything, did you? You had your fun. Now leave it at that and be grateful. Your pretty face will get you many places, but not to be lady of this manor. Now, I really must go.
Thank you for taking it seriously. Attempted rape's a very serious offence.
Is that what he'll be charged with?
We're a long way from charging anyone yet. We still have to hear Mr. Adlington's version of what happened. Don't worry. Whatever he says, we'll be in touch to let you know what's happening.
Come on, Liv, make an effort.
Daddy!
Oh, God. Hello.
Is that her then?
Libis, yeah.
Why
she
didn't
said-
you tell me?
It was all a bit sudden, you know.
Too sudden to ring? To write even? Hello? Oh, in case you're wondering, I'm his bit on the side. What is it the lads say? Good enough to practice on, but not good enough to take home to your mum?
Okay, I should have told you, I'm sorry.
Is this the little girlie you took to Amsterdam? He's a toad, isn't he?
You knew about that?
It was meant to be us, but I had to go to an exhibition opening in Frankfurt.
We had a good time though, didn't we, Linda?
And you're still gonna marry him?
Oh, the odd little fling doesn't do anyone any harm. Especially now it's over.
You lying scumbag. You should have told me. What sort of name's Libis anyway?
Couldn't manage Elizabeth when you were young, eh, Libs?
Oh well, you should have taken that big silver spoon out of your mouth. And you know where you could have shoved it.
She'll get over it.
Hey, do you reckon old man Newsom will be missing his chickens yet?
It don't matter if he does. How's he going to identify him hanging up in a butcher's shop?
Yeah. Hey, if we make a go of this, though, won't need to steal no more, will we?
You what? You're happy making a poxy few quid from Eric Pollard for breaking us backs? He didn't even tell us his drawers will still be full of clothes. Hey, cop a load of this.
How appropriate. One bra and a pair of dingles.
You still got a use for your teeth, or do you want them punching down your throat?
He's only joking, Mr. Metcalf. He's a copper.
You'll be Francis. Sam says you're bright. Still, you'd only need an IQ to match your bra size to be cleverer than him.
This is all legit, Mr. Metcalf, honest.
Don't tell him out. It's bad enough Pollard knocking off a policewoman without you being a grass.
I'm only telling him it's not stolen.
Where's Fagan?
There's no one called that round here.
He means Pollard. Oh, he's not in there. Nope, he's not in there either.
Give him a message from me, Francis. Tell him we've still got some unfinished business. And as friends of his, that means you too.
Vanessa?
Ah, Alan. All set?
Would you like a drink before we go?
Why not?
Jan, could we have a G&T for Lady Weir, please?
Well, actually, Mr. Turner.
Oh, Jan, don't start that business about you and Ned running the wool pack again. You've already had my answer.
No, it wasn't that. No, I just wanted to know why, since you're such intimate friends with her ladyship here, why you couldn't have warned me about Danny getting engaged.
No idea what you're talking about.
It seems that little Miss Glover considered that once she got her hooks into Daniel, he owed her something.
Yes, he did. A bit of courtesy. Or in that for the likes of us.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about your daughter. She's already found herself a replacement.
Biff's just a friend.
They do seem well matched.
I bet this engagement was your idea, wasn't it? Just to stop him and our Linda.
Are you seriously trying to tell me you expected my son and your daughter to have anything more than a bit of fun?
I'm sick of this. First I get him telling me I'm not good enough to run his pub. And then I get you telling me that not only is my daughter not good enough for your precious son, but that it doesn't matter how badly he treats her because we're only working class.
No, Dad. It's about time someone told the old bag where to get off.
I don't understand. Listen to these bitter people. Come on, Alan, let's go.
We're worth 10 times you, madam. At least I don't have to sneak off behind my husband's back to go slumming it with another man. Well, you can get stuffed. And you can shove this job.
Right, that's the lot.
What about all these?
Well, they're going to Oxfam. I'd forgotten we had half of them.
It's one of my faves, is this.
Oh, Terry, last time you wore that, the Rubettes were in the charts.
I'm just waiting on right weather.
You're hopeless, you are. Travel light. It's the secret.
Oh, come on, Nick. Oh, look, I don't want to go, all right? No, it'd be a good laugh once we get there.
Yeah, and you can't spend the rest of your life being sat at home. I bet your Linda will be going, won't she?
Yeah, of course she
Well,
will.
there you go, then. And she's got more to mope about than you have. A fella's been two-timing her.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Can you believe that weird character?
I know. Look, are you coming or what?
Look, you two. Have you forgotten where I met Paula?
Woolpack.
Aye, on Britt and Terry's opening night.
Oh. You don't think she'll be there tonight, do you?
Nah, you're joking, aren't you? She'll be waiting for the opening night in York. She can find herself another mug.
Do you know who that was?
Me mum.
Mrs. Latimer? Oh, let me refresh your memory, shall I? Mrs. Latimer of Skipdale Lane, who's been waiting in all day for someone to clear her furniture, and no one showed up.
Eh?
Yes, my sentiments exactly.
But we did skip Dale Lane yesterday.
Yeah, where do you think all this lot came from?
I'm beginning to wonder.
40 Skipdale Lane, we did it.
Huh? 40? 40?
That's right.
It was 14, you pair of dunces. 1-4.
14?
Yes, as in next door to number 12.
13.
Not in a street. You didn't break in, did you?
No, he's right, Mr. Pollard. 12, 13, 14.
No, the key was under the plant pot, like you said. That's how we knew we had the right house.
But you hadn't. So this little lot, the entire contents of 40 Skipdale Lane, is stolen property.
I can easily cancel. It's only a site visit.
No.
I don't like leaving you.
I'm fine. Honest.
Yes, but doing calls so soon. Can't Linda come with you?
And who would run the surgery?
Go to work. I'll give us a hug then. I love you.
I'm fine.
I'll ring you.
There you go. Oh, thanks. We need to have a chat sometime today, old boy, if you don't mind.
What about?
France. Just a few last-minute details to iron out. 6 o'clock, do you?
Mais oui.
Village Hall, OK? I'll tell Terry.
Formidable.
I've been thinking.
Dangereuse.
It's not fair you going to France again. You went last time.
It is hard work, love, you're right, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah, me.
You what?
I've decided. This time, it's my turn.
Can't. It's a trip with the lads.
Oh, a trip? I thought you said it was our graft.
With the lads?
So?
So? So what happened to liberty, fraternity?
Equality, that's what. I'm going.
Everything loaded?
Aye.
Good. Now you know where you should be going?
Yeah.
Good. Where?
40 Skipdale Lane.
No. 14, not 40.
A joke, Mr. Pollard.
Yes, well, no time for jokes. Go on, get back to that house before the owners do. Go on, shift it.
Plenty of elbow grease there, please, Betty. A lot of people coming tonight. I want the place to look extra smart.
I wouldn't have thought that was possible. Problems?
Yes, I really don't know how we're going to manage tonight. I've been on to Rachel, but of course she can't leave the baby.
And I don't suppose Jan will be coming in, will she then?
Most unlikely.
Shame. Still, I could always lend a hand.
Could you, Betty?
Well, if the terms are right. You see, technically speaking, it's really overtime.
How can there be overtime on a job that doesn't exist?
Forget I mentioned it.
No, Betty, to be honest with you, until I find some new staff, I'm absolutely desperate.
Might you be needing a barman? Only set of spare suits just come back from cleaners.
Yeah, not that desperate.
Morning! Oh. Terry would like to say hello, but he's too knackered, can't you, love?
Morning. Over to you.
Last time, eh?
I will be sad to go, eh, love?
Yeah, but you know what they said, Betty? As one door closes, another one opens.
It's funny how they hadn't noticed, isn't it?
Probably on holiday or something.
Or dead, maybe. I can't remember where this goes, can you?
I don't give a monkeys. Let's just get it dumped and get gone. Don't flaming drop it.
You know what that'd be?
What?
A waste of time.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pennington. She was on her way to you a few hours back. Perhaps she got held up at one of her previous calls. Let me just check the diary.
Zoe.
I'm sorry to keep you.
Zoe.
I couldn't do it, Em. I had my bag packed and everything, and when I got to the car, I just couldn't do it.
What happens if next week comes and I still can't handle it? In fact, you can't face visits. What good is that?
Well, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not going to get over this in 5 minutes. It'll take time.
I haven't got time. I could lose the business if I don't get my act together.
Stop it. You're not going to lose the business.
Oh, because of that animal.
You will get over this, I promise you. But for the next few days, let's just relax. We can watch a few videos, go for a walk. We could even pig out on Kathy's cream teas if you like. Anything you want.
What about your work?
I can take a sickie. Anything you can do. We'll sort something out about the farm visits. Maybe you could get a dog. Some doctors in London take dogs out for protection.
In my head, I keep telling myself that it can't happen again. I couldn't be that unlucky, but it's him. I hate the thought of him sitting there laughing, knowing that he's getting away with reducing me to this.
He won't. We'll make sure he doesn't.
It's his word against mine. A neurotic man-hater. He will get away with it. I know he will.
Another day, another dime, eh, Al?
Have we done?
Not bad.
No worries in that score tonight. Should be a cracking turnout.
Yeah.
Lads have been in training, they'll have their beer goggles on.
Good.
Has it been like that with you all dinner? Me and all.
Should I have a word with him?
Well, what good would it do? We've already apologised for bettering ourselves. I mean, it's a bit much, isn't it? He'd have done exactly the same in our shoes.
I know. I just don't want to leave him like this. He's a good lad, this big Al.
And I was thinking he'd come to opening night in York. Don't see much point in asking now.
For the Yorkshire Belle and all who sail in her.
Oh, thanks, Alan.
Nice one.
I'm sorry I haven't seemed to share in your enthusiasm, but it was all rather a shock, and I am a creature of habit, as you know. And I'm also sorry for selfish reasons. You seem to have settled in very well here.
For townies.
And I shall miss you. Both.
Hey, you'll have to come and visit. Stop over. It's a massive flat.
Will you do me one of your fry-ups?
The works.
In that case, I'd be honoured.
To me. To me. Well, whoa! I'm not red rum, you know.
Right, you can take a breather now.
Cheers. So this is what it's all about then, eh?
What?
Work.
Yeah. Good, innit?
You can stuff it.
Well, I think that brings this board meeting to a close. All that remains now is for me to give you your share of the dividends.
Already? Oh, cheers.
What's it, it's a down payment? Pocket money for the trip?
No, not a down payment. That is the payment.
You what?
Eh?
Fair's fair. as I'm now the only member of this consortium now travelling to France...
Hey! Who said I weren't going?
You're going to York.
It's only just down the road. I might make it.
Yeah?
I haven't agreed to let Viv go.
Yet. Foregone conclusion, I think. So, as I now have sole responsibility for the trip, I shall now take sole responsibility for the profits. Thank you, gentlemen, for the support, with the publicity. It's been invaluable.
Would you stop saying that?
Now, boys.
Afternoon, Mr. Pollard. All done.
Good. Oh. Carry on, then.
Thought we'd go for a quick pint first. Bit knackered like.
I don't think that's such a good idea. Some people have things to do this evening.
Yeah, like ripping people off. Make sure you get paid before you finish the job, lad.
Aye, otherwise you won't see him for dust.
You what?
Absolute rubbish. I'll pay you now, if you like.
Aye.
There you go.
Yeah, what about today?
I pay by the job. Not by the time it takes you to do it. It's not my fault if you can't tell one number from another.
We're pretty good at numbers when we have to be, aren't we, Sam?
Yeah.
Watch. How many fists am I holding up, Sam?
1.
Are you threatening me?
Just making a point, Eric.
Just this once, then. Yep.
Oh, by the way, fixed your jeans for you. Try not to do it again. Can't afford another pair just yet. Can't afford anything just yet.
Jan, don't you think you're cutting off your nose to spite your face?
No.
The hours suit and Alan Turner's not that bad as bosses go.
And we need the money.
Aye, we do, but that's not what I'm saying. It's your mate's last night in Emmerdale and you're going to miss it because of a Barney.
Well, I was sticking up for Linda, remember?
No.
I do like it, Woolpack. How's it going to look now into Lady Muck as well as Alan Turner if I go crawling back? Like we can't afford to stand by our principles.
Oh, you must come and stay, you know, there's plenty of room.
Hey, don't faint, darling, but Seth wants to buy you a drink.
You're joking. That's not for the diary.
Hey, Sim again.
One more of these and I'll be under the horse.
Oh, make it a double lane, eh?
Oh, I mean it. It would be lovely to keep in touch.
Oh, we said that when we left London, didn't we? And who's been up? His sister and...
Her ex-husband, we don't talk about that.
Oh, it's a gorgeous flat, right on river, massive living room and 3 bedrooms.
Oh, lovely.
You see, the trouble with a lot of pubs is that they feel like accommodation, you know, temporary. But this one doesn't. It's like a proper home.
You two could fall in the canal and come up smelling their roses, I tell you.
You're up to dancing then, Seth. Dance? This stuff ain't for dancing. This is music to have fit to.
Good evening, Betty.
Good evening, Eric. Good evening, Mrs. Metcalf. Well, the gang's all here.
Sorry?
Looks like you were expected.
Oh, no. I don't believe this.
What's it to be, love? Same again.
All right, go on then.
Butch, 2 pints, creme de menthe on the rocks for your mother and whatever you're having.
I got the last round.
And I'm Spartacus. Son, you got your first wage today.
What about them videos that sold round Otten?
Legal wage packet. So tradition is you buy the foot to baby. What? Would you leave a lady with an empty glass? You know, when you do that, you look just like your rep.
Mr. Turner.
Oh, Jan, I wasn't expecting to see you this evening.
I know you're busy. I just wanted to apologise. Not for the way I felt, but for going over the top at you.
Jan, there is no way that I would poke fun at you or your family.
Well, I know that now. I'm sorry.
Have you come to say what I hope you're going to say?
What about the job?
Well, losing Terry and Britt's bad enough, but losing you as well. I mean, could you start now?
No, I'm sorry. I'm with my family tonight. I'll be in when we get back from France. So much for principles.
When it comes to principles, my darling, your cup runneth over. You have a drink.
This is giving me the screaming abdabs.
I know, I told Biff to tell me put something decent on. It calls for direct action.
Ignore him.
How can I ignore him? Every time he turns round, he's there. It's driving me crazy.
We came out to spend a lovely evening together, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
Auntie San Francisco.
Be a Lalo.
Oh, no. What's wrong? WPC Metcalf's here with Eric Pollard. Do you think she's told him?
No, no way. It's confidential.
It'd just be so awful if he knew.
Do you want to go home?
Hi. I didn't expect to see you.
Isn't she wonderful?
I'm proud of you. How you feeling?
Sick. You don't have to treat me like a child.
Okay. How do you feel?
I'm getting there.
I'll get you both a drink.
Hey, old folks. This one's for Britt.
Your dad's sod.
I love you. Evening.
This was our song 10 years ago. You know that?
No. No, I didn't.
So much you don't know. You'll never make that time up I've had with her.
Why don't you just leave us alone, eh? She doesn't want you here. What's your game, eh?
I'm going to have you.
For what?
I'll think of something.
It's been a great night, hasn't it?
Aye.
You know what? I think they really liked us, Terry.
Of course they did.
I'm going to make a right show of myself, I know I am. I'm going to start whinging when it's time to go. What? I want to watch him. Hey, what's all this in aid of? You're not your own boss yet, you know, not till tomorrow.
I don't want to go. We're making a big mistake. We should be stopping here.
This is the beer talking.
No, I'm serious, Cupcake. You're just kidding yourself.
I am.
I heard you with Viv. It's not accommodation, it's a real home. With the chance of a real home here, but you wouldn't take it. Look at us. A pile of suitcases. That's what our life amounts to. Suitcases and a string of broken promises to keep in touch. When are you going to stop running away?
Running away? It's what we've always wanted. A place of our own and no one on our backs.
We'll always have fellas on our backs. They'll just be wearing dearer suits.
Has your bottle gone? Do you think we can't hack it? Well, we can, Terry.
Of course we can hack it.
Is it Gerald? Because I'm not interested in him. I never will be. It's you I want.
How much? Enough to stick with me?
I'm your wife, aren't I?
Without a pub to prop us up, it doesn't work, Britt. I want it to, but you just won't make the effort.
It's you that's putting a pub first, saying that you would rather stop at the Wood Park than come with me.
I'd come with you like that if I thought it'd work. But you won't settle. You just won't face up to yourself.
What is there to face up to?
All that stuff with your dad. I mean, you pretend it's not there, but it won't go away.
Oh, so it's all my fault?
No! But you won't move on. You can hardly bear for me to touch you unless you've got a belly full of ale in you. You climb up if you even as much as look at a kid.
Kids? Do me a favour. You're the one who needs to face up to yourself, stupid. You want little babies that never fill their nappies and roses round the door. That's what all this Emmerdale stuff's been about.
How long will you last in York? Can you not see? It's not the places that are the problem, it's you.
Well, it's nice to know how much you think of me after all these years.
I love you, Britt. And I want you to love me.
I do.
Then prove it. Stay with me. We can sort out the problems, really make a go of it. I want that more than anything else in the world. Stay with me.
Kim seems to be enjoying herself anyway.
Should I be worried?
Now, never let it be said that I can't show a girl a good time. I bet Daniel never treat you like this.
Oh, sorry, Biff.
It's all right.
Watch out, you're next. I'm working my way through the staff.
This is the ladies, excuse me. Oh, you're a lovely mover, Mr. Pallas.
Thank you.
Do you know, you don't mind dancing with me, do you?
Mind? Yeah.
Do you like my nails? I'd seen her did dance with me.
Did she?
I think you're a gentleman. You've got lovely manners. You know my dad?
Yes.
He's not a gentleman.
He isn't?
No. He's an animal. See us dancing together like this? Ooh, he's going wild with jealousy. But I'm stopping him tonight.
Really?
Britt!
Don't call me bluff, Terry, you'll regret it. It's your last chance. Go and get your case.
So you get a new pub, and maybe even a new fella. But you'll just be the same. Nothing will have changed. And who's going to love you like I do? No one.
Don't talk to me about love because you're the one who's doing the dumping.
But if you don't get it sorted out now with me, well, you'll never do it. You'll never get your act together.
Oh, save it, Terry. You know, any minute now, you'll be saying we can still be friends.
Can you turn that thing down a minute? I've got to make a speech, see? Oh, Jane, I can't see him anywhere. You wouldn't look upstairs for me, would you?
Oh, yeah, certainly.
Hey, up! The sneak's out the back way. Look, the taxi's here. Come on, get where them signs. Oi, what's your game? Did you just sneak away?
You can't just go like this, Cupcake.
I'm ready when you are, mate.
Hey, just stay the night. Let's talk about it. I mean, even if you still decide to go in morning, at least let me explain.
This is really the setting I would have chosen to make this speech and presentation. But that's Terry and Britt for you. Unconventional to the last. And haven't we just loved them for you?
Don't think that you can crawl back tomorrow and everything will be all right, because I will never forgive you for doing this. You're the one who's dumping me, remember? Don't you forget that.
What's going on?
Terry?